Look how big these are. Okay. Good morning, friends. How are we? I need to sort of adjust this. It's currently Saturday morning. Didn't really want to take my sunglasses off because I look a little bit like an egg, but I also don't want to be rude and keep them on. It is currently 10:30. I've already had one PT client. I woke up at 6:30 a.m. this morning. And what else do you do when you wake up at 6:30 a.m. and can't go back to sleep? I watched Great British Bake Off in bed and it was absolutely wonderful, but I'm definitely feeling the effects now. I'm feeling very tired. Also, my neighbor is about to come out of her car and watch me do this. Oh God, how embarrassing. I am about to head, oh, I cannot deal with how much of an egg I look like this morning. Just deal with it, guys, I'm sorry. I'm about to head to Waitrose because I want my free coffee, essentially. So instead of going to a coffee shop and buying a coffee, I'm gonna go to Waitrose and like buy some milk or something and get a free coffee. I'm gonna come home, have some breakfast, gonna head back to the gym, get a really good leg workout in. Then, the dreaded thing, I'm heading to Asda again like I do every Saturday for the big shop for my food prep. I'm not going to go to the Asda I went to last week. I made that mistake and I'm not doing it again.
You claim when you're not entitled, you could fail.
So I've got my coffee. I've got my Waitrose weekend. I am a happy girl. I was actually gonna film the whole process of getting the coffee, but there was this really weird man behind me in the queue and he kept like making all these weird noises. So I'm like, look, I think this guy might be a little bit, I don't know, crazy. Am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed to say that on the internet in 2018? So, you know, I just left it at that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna drink this coffee for a little bit and then drive home, because last week I drove home when the coffee was still full, and that was a mistake because halfway through driving I had hot coffee all over my lap. So I really don't want to do that again. I'm back home now and I managed to pick up some milk, as you would have seen. I got, oh, I don't need the receipt. I got some of this Alpro Go On yogurt because it's really nice. It's usually £1.50, which is really cheap, but it was on offer for like £1 or £1.20, and I got some apples. Also, I have to show you guys, so I've been hearing about these cotton candy grapes for a while now, but I've been a little bit hesitant to try them because the only place I could find them was in M&S, and a whole tub was like £3.50, and that's quite a lot when I know I could just get normal grapes for £2. But in Aldi, I saw for about £1.80 cotton candy grapes. They are so good. Like, they have changed my life, and what I really love is that the grapes are huge. Like, I really like big grapes. Like, look how big these are. Okay, like this one's massive. What a monster. Like, look at that grape. And honestly, they even smell like cotton candy. I don't know how they do it. It's probably through genetic modification, which is not the best thing, but they're really nice. So if you can get your hands on these, I would definitely recommend trying them. I do want to try the mango grapes they have in M&S, but again, they're like £3.50, which is a bit too much. But I love that Aldi are doing these, and every time I go to the fridge, I'm like, oh, a grape. And so these are going really quickly. Honestly, this Morrison's peanut butter is legit the best thing ever. I just had a massive spoonful of it. I'll show you in the fresh jar just how amazing it is. So you can see this literally costs £1.80 from Morrison's. Look at how runny. Oh, can we just take a moment to appreciate? I just want to literally like dive into that. Is that acceptable? So I have my slightly worse for wear bagel thins. These are the cinnamon raisin bagel thins, and I absolutely love them. Then I'm going to grab some of, where is it? This Frylight butter spray, which is literally life-changing. I mean, with the amount of peanut butter that I just had, I could have smeared that all over my bagels, but that's okay. I prefer to eat my peanut butter by itself. So you just give this a little shake, and then you give it a spray. I'm nearly at the end, so it's not coming out very well. And then yeah, I'm just gonna pop the banana on top, and I've got some yogurt on the side too. So here's my delicious looking breakfast. I have a cinnamon raisin bagel thin with some butter spray. I have some banana, some cinnamon, some Greek yogurt. Well, this is the Arla Skyr yogurt, so it's high protein. And then my pretty snog spoon, because that's the closest thing I'm getting to a snog anytime soon. Why, Amy? But keep in mind, I'm not showing a full day of eating. Like, I've already had a heap of dark chocolate and like peanut butter and coffee and stuff today. I do not understand this weather. At the moment, one day it'll be like summer and it'll be incredible, and then the next day it will be like winter and I'm wearing my coat and I'm freezing cold. I don't know if you can hear that wind. It's starting to rain. But yesterday I was wearing a t-shirt. Someone explained this weird phenomenon to me. I'm on my way to the gym and I don't really feel like training, but to be honest, at the moment I like never feel like training, so I'm just gonna go in there. Oh, a gust of wind. See how we go. Luckily, I got in here in time just before the rain came, because it is now raining outside. I can't believe it. But I am going to go for a big I can't even talk. A big leg session today, which usually I never train legs on a Saturday because I usually train glutes on a Sunday. I'm gonna warm up because I'm absolutely freezing right now, but it's so nice that, you know, I get this little place to myself, and I just look like a potato. Goodbye. Workout is all done, and I don't know if you can hear, but it's like really raining outside quite heavily. So I've been procrastinating leaving by taking about 50,000 photos and selfies, but I'm gonna have to go out in the rain. It is now time for the dreaded Asda trip, and at this point, if you haven't seen last week's video, I suggest that you go and watch last week's video because it says everything about what this trip is. Wish me luck. That drive here was mildly traumatic. Either there is something going on in Brighton that I don't know about, or everyone goes crazy when it's raining, because that took at least 3 times as long as it needed to. That traffic was so slow. This is a bad omen. This has to be a bad omen. I don't want to go here. There's gonna be people everywhere. I'm gonna stick on my headphones and just get my zone. Also, I don't know why my chin is so red. That's really strange. Oh God, let's get this over and done with. Well, all things considered, that went quite alright, and there were not as many kids as last week, thank God. There were a few annoying people, but that went okay. So either my stress levels are much better than they were last week, or, you know, that wasn't too bad. It was busy, it was very busy, don't get me wrong, but I survived. It is now time to go home. I can't believe this weather. Like, if you had seen it yesterday, I'll try and insert a picture of how beautiful it was yesterday. It was so warm, it was gorgeous, and now it's like winter, and I don't get it. Okay, so I'm home, everything's unpacked, and I'm absolutely starving because I still haven't had a proper meal since I worked out. I'm going to have some of these oatcakes, which I really like. Then I'm gonna make a little mix in this bowl of peanut flour, protein powder, a little bit of Greek yogurt, a little bit of almond milk, and then put it on top of these. I've also just been eating some pop chips, which are really nice. I can only eat the plain sea salt ones. The barbecue ones are the best flavor, hands down. They contain garlic powder, which really sets off my stomach. So I've just been snacking on those, and some mushrooms, which is really weird, but I'm just really hungry. Here is my little snack. It looks kind of gross, but also remember that this is not a full day of eating. So I have eaten a lot more than this. Don't think that this is what I'm having for like lunch or whatever. I've just been on an eating spree. I actually can't believe I haven't been updating you on what's going on. And in typical Amy fashion, I start the vlog when I'm walking down the stairs. This is a running thing now that's been going on since I lived in Australia. Anyway, I've started my meal prep tonight because I'm doing some separate meal prep for a friend that is not on my menu. I'm also watching the current Jake Paul documentary that Shane Dawson is doing. Got my little station here. I've got some beef mince that's gonna go with the rice. I'm gonna do my actual meal prep for my business tomorrow. So this is still a part of my business, but this is someone's customized meal plan. So basically people can come to me and they've got a meal plan to follow from a coach or something, and I charge them and I make all the meals for them, which is awesome. But I've been doing this for like about an hour now. I love it, I love it. It's 7 o'clock on a Saturday night, and honestly, I'm happy just working away, watching my YouTube documentary.